Happy New Year, my gorgeous Aries. Happy New Year. This is going to be your yearly reading for the year 2023. And what am I going to do right now? I'm just going to say a little bit about each month. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Aries, I'm going to start with the actual January. So what January is going to be like? Where January is bringing you a really unexpected situation. This in itself is going to surprise you like so much. So why are you going to be surprised, and what is this unexpected situation? This unexpected situation, it's like really going to be ridiculously good news, and this good news is going to be consisting of you understanding that a very terrible and dark stage of your life is slowly but surely coming to an end. With another word, something that was just worrying you so much and that was draining you and affecting you on so many different levels, it's slowly but surely coming to an end. And you're gonna like this, because this is gonna happen completely unexpectedly. So you're gonna be left with no choice but to kind of like start moving on with your life. And this, even better, it's actually going to provide you with an important choice. When you face this important choice, what you need to remember is to not to overanalyze, but just to literally go for it almost immediately, as quick as you possibly can. Because the month of January, it's not only like kind of like going to make you aware of some very kind of dark and negative situation is slowly coming to an end and came to an end, but it's more about you understanding that choice, that mind-blowing choice that you are going to have by the end of the month. And that choice in itself, it's going to be so important. You know why? Because it's a lot to do with your destiny. Okay, it's a lot to do with your destiny, and at the same time it's to do with, of course, with your spiritual purpose and with your soul purpose. So this in itself is going to be something very special that is going to become available to you. And sometimes, you know, we can face certain choices in life and we have such a strong attraction towards these choices, but then we don't understand where this attraction is coming from. Just remember, my gorgeous Aries, most certainly and most importantly, go with the flow. Very important indeed, because the month of January, it's also going to be the month of your own destiny. Something very special is going to be revealed by you by the end of the month with that particular choice that is going to be available to you. But you must not overanalyze whatsoever. When it comes to the month of February, my gorgeous Aries, so when it comes to the actual month of February, you do really need to kind of understand that, you know, someone is going to need your help. Someone like who is quite close to you, who is important to you, will be going through something very negative, will be going through something really dark, and this in itself, it's really kind of, you are going to become aware of this. So almost as if you are going to become aware of someone. I mean, when I say someone, this is somebody in your life, somebody really important to you. So you're going to become aware of somebody in your life, but that particular person is just going to go through something very difficult, like they've lost something, you know, that means to them so much, and this is going to affect them. So they're going to be going through some kind of a sadness. And I need you to kind of understand that as soon as you become aware of this, as soon as you become aware of who needs your help, or as soon as you become aware of someone rather sensitive in your life, like a family member, a great friend, this is what I want you to understand. February is so important when it comes to this. This is going to get back to you 1 million times, but it's not about that. It's about somebody in your life. So as soon as you become aware of somebody in your life who like kind of is struggling and going through something very difficult, please do be as quick as you can. This is the actual key word that I need you to remember, to be sharp and quick. I mean in quickness, to be really kind of quick when it comes to response. It's so important, because I cannot stress enough how significant the actual timing is going to be. And you are also kind of possessed you have this kind of energy when it comes to you responding in the right way, which is almost immediately going to start a healing progress and process when it comes to that particular person in your life. You are going to be really pleased with yourself later on, and you will know what I mean. When it comes to the actual March, now we are in March already here, my gorgeous Aries. So now this is very important for you to understand that through somebody who is rather reliable in your life, somebody who is rather consistent in your life, through that person you will be able to you will become aware of like some kind of important a wise investment. Okay, so this is something that you need to understand. This is very important. Okay, so through somebody who is consistent in your life, through a specific person, you know, who's rather consistent in one way or another, that particular person is actually going to give you this information. Through this person you're going to find out about, you know, it's just someone who you can trust, and someone who you really kind of not necessarily look up to, but somebody who you can really trust, you know, somebody who is really honest, somebody who is really nice, somebody who is really down to earth. Well, that person is going to play an important role, because through them you're going to realize that there is a very kind of important and wise investment that you're going to need to make. Okay, and this is going to be really wise investment when it comes to your life in general. So this is a really important indeed. Okay, by the time you get to April 2023, by the time you get to the actual April, it's all going to be about you really understanding that now something needs to go. You know, this is going to be obvious. Something needs to go. And what you're going to become aware of, that it came to an end, you know, what you're going to become aware of that it needs to go when it comes to your life, it's about you kind of abandoning something that does no longer serve you. And this is important for you to understand, because if you carry on with that part of your life that you should really abandon, you should really cut out of your life, it's something that came to an end, you know, as soon as you realize this, it's not only this is going to like kind of reflect on you being so much more optimistic, you know, instead of being pessimistic, because the certain vibrations can affect our way of thinking, can affect our energies, especially when something come to an end in our lives, and then we are just not kind of honest with ourselves. So this is going to require your honesty. So you're only leaving this situation for something better. So you have to remember, and you need to understand, you know, that the actual April, it's all going to be about you really just kind of understanding that, you know, something came to an end, and you kind of need to specify what this abandonment is. Very important, because as I said before, when one cycle comes to an end, another one is going to begin. And this is important. These cycles are important in your life. So the sooner you do this, the better it's actually going to be. By the time you come to May 2023, my gorgeous Aries, now this is May is bringing you really great accomplishment. I like it, because that particular accomplishment that you're going to have, that you're going to become aware of, it's going to make you feel so good about yourself. It's going to bring you so much courage. It's going to bring you so much positive energy. It's going to bring you so much confidence, but also at the same time, it's to do with your stability and you knowing after this moment in time what to pay attention to and what to give more of your energy towards. Okay, so this is what the month of May, it's at 1 2 3 4 5 years, the month of May, it's actually going to reveal to you. By the time you get to the actual June, my gorgeous Aries, it's like, oh my lord, this is brilliant, because it's all about a sudden progress in your life. I like this so much, because that sudden progress that you are going to have in your life, it's also going to kind of make you aware of that you can make such a big decision here, such a powerful decision, something that you wanted to do for absolute ages, something that you wanted to do for such a long time. So it's not only about like, oh my god, sudden progress. This is a big mama moment, you know. It's not only about a sudden progress and like movement in your life, but also at the same time you are gonna be able to make such an important decision here. And that particular decision, it's like kind of, I feel also it has been delayed for a while. Something was delayed. This part of your life was kind of delayed over the last 2 or 3 years. So you're just kind of readjusting yourself at the same time. By the time you come to the actual July 2023, July, it's like, oh la la, baby, you're gonna be like so psychic. This is like a completely psychic month, and it doesn't surprise me because it's number 7. So it's all about our spirituality. It's all about us opening up. It's all about us like kind of paying attention to synchronicity. Yes, that's the word. Thank you. Yay. Synchronicity. Yes. So it's like a kind of psychic month. But what is this going to bring to you? It's gonna be a bit clicky. You know why? Because the month of July, you are actually going to be able to, you are going to become aware of some kind of like a hidden and unknown danger. You're going to become aware of, you're going to become alerted, you know, and awake to unknown dangers. But this is important because at least you will know like how to kind of protect yourself, because something is going to be revealed to you. It's to do with like a little revelation that you are going to have. But then at the same time, this is going to be brilliant because you will know who you can trust, who you cannot trust, you know. You will know who you can include into your life, who you do not want to include into your life, you know. So there are some kind of dangers that you are going to become aware of. But then at the same time, it's rather important also to kind of say to people in your life what you became aware of. You see, it's like don't forget to not to say to people who mean to you the most. You see what I mean? Just give the information away. Important. By the time you get to the actual August 2023, you are really gonna find yourself just on a little bit of crossroads, you know. But these are gonna be good mamas, you know. These are gonna be good crossroads, and you are gonna really kind of be surprised about something at the same time, something that you're gonna become aware of on the outside, nothing to do with your life, but something is at the same time gonna be kind of like maybe taking your energy away from what you should be kind of focusing on. So you just need to remember to rebalance this month and ground yourself this month, you know, recenter yourself this month. But the bottom line is that the month of August, it's actually you're gonna realize, you're gonna find yourself on a crossroads, and you will know exactly what I mean. And the answer to this crossroads, the answer to this is you are going to be kind of thinking what to do. You're going to be thinking a lot what to do. And at the same time, what you need to remember that the answer is going to be in the past. The answer is going to be in the past, like a long time ago in the past, because reflection on the past is going to bring you an insight, and you will know exactly what to do. Please do remember this. By the time you get to the actual September 2023, now September, this is brilliant because September, it's all about you kind of understanding what you want to do, but then again, you're understanding what you want to do. It's like there are other things that are going to become very interesting to you that you will want to bring into your life, you know, that you will want to make your life more colorful. This is what I mean, like, you know, understanding what you want to do, because there are other aspects that are going to become very kind of attractive here to you. And this is also an amazing time for you to understand it's a lot about spiritual growth. So don't be surprised when you feel like, oh, that you want to maybe recharge your little crystals, or you want to like kind of smudge your home, or you want to burn some little candles, you want to ground yourself, you will want to like kind of meditate, you will want to visit the forests and things like that. So it's all about you kind of like really finding yourself being rather spiritual, you know. But at the same time, what else I was going to say when it comes to the actual month of September, my gorgeous Aries, it's like you are going to get a very, very interesting advice here in the month of September. You are going to get a very, very interesting advice, and the interesting advice that you are going to get, it's like pretty much so to do with just a little bit of stress that you will be going through at the moment. That stress that you're going to be going through at the moment, it's going to be kind of highlighted on September and October. So So now I'm already coming into the actual October 2023, where you are going to really still kind of feel a little bit of kind of like pressure. You're gonna feel like you're gonna be thinking about a certain problems still not being resolved, but then again you're gonna understand this interesting advice that you got months before. That interesting advice is going to be your answer, because that interesting advice, it's also like kind of going to make you aware of something that you didn't know, and that in itself, it's on one hand going to make you aware of the certain timing, how long is something going to go, because something is going to come to what was worrying you, it's going to come to an end, so it's fine. But most importantly, what you're going to remember, my gorgeous Erin, is that, you know, excessive pressures and problems are soon going to be resolved, and you're going to remember the advice that you got a month earlier. Indeed, so these 2 months are going to be pretty much so connected. By the time you get to the actual November 2023, it's like, oh my god, November is like all like about like a pretty much so a very unusual month, a very strange month, because, you know, you're going to find out something that you're not going to necessarily like, because it's to do with like a complete and a sudden change in your life. Yes, you do have a bit of like kind of like a tower moment here, which means that some kind of unexpected event is going to happen and you're not going to like it, because it is just going to affect you in a way where you're going to feel like you lost a little bit of stability. So now, you know, this is going to happen in November, a bit of a tower moment, you know. So it's just like kind of like you know, it's just going to make you a little bit worried. It's going to be absolutely fine, because I will tell you what is going to happen in December, so you don't have to worry. But sometimes, you know, we just kind of like a really not that we need a little towers in our lives, but sometimes, you know, it does make us to kind of make certain changes that we just don't kind of sometimes find the courage to do. So it reminds me of this situation, a bit of a tower situation, but this tower situation, it's already, by the time you get to December 2023, it's already gonna feel a little bit different, because there is something that means to you so much that it's actually, to start with, in December going to be delayed a little bit because of that tower moment. And then what is actually going to happen, my gorgeous Erin, is, you know, you are so first of all, you know, there are certain things that are going to be delayed at the beginning of the actual December, and this is just going to be happening only because of November. And as soon as like kind of the actual December starts, and as soon as you become aware of like something being delayed, you know, now this is actually a really good sign. This is a brilliant sign. So I can tell you that at around even like at the beginning of December 2023, you are really going to be thinking a lot how something is delayed, you know, in your life, but it's only been delayed now because of the tower in November. But as soon as you start thinking that something is delayed, it's not happening, this is actually a really good sign. You will see, because a couple of days after that moment in time, something is going to be on your mind. You are going to feel like optimism, like you are going to feel extremely excited, and you are going to go in this absolutely like kind of adventurous, wonderful, a really beautiful spiritual mode. And that in itself, it's really only a couple of days later, as soon as you become aware of these delays, only a couple of days, so just remember, this is a really good sign. You becoming aware of the certain delays and thinking about them and worrying a little bit, you just need to understand that you are already going through really, really important doors here. You're going through a rather interesting portal in your life, because after that, you know, it's all about this, like something it's going to be on your mind. You're going to have this idea, you know, which is going to bring you so much enthusiasm. So it's to do with a certain idea which is going to bring you so much enthusiasm. You will want to explore, and you will go into this adventurous mode, you know, in December. And this is all about this initiative that you are going to have, which is just going to bring you so much like kind of enthusiasm into your life. But it's at the same time with you kind of starting something new you're going to become aware of. You will know exactly what this is. You are about to start something new, and this is really going to change your life in the best possible way. My gorgeous Aries, I think that you have been prepared for this for a long time. So this is going to bring you not only like kind of so much enthusiasm and initiative into your life, but at the same time there are going to be so many possibilities. Like, oh my god, first of all you're going to see kind of couple of possibilities, but then later, as the time goes by the time you get to the end of December, you know, the very last few days of December are going to be very telling indeed when it comes to like what you have done and what happened to you. This is going to be brilliant, because you are, by the end of December, you're going to become aware of so many possibilities. Unlimited possibilities are going to come to you. This is going to help you to come out of yourself, you know, to step in the right direction. But at the same time, it's going to require from you to really kind of come out of your comfort zone indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Aries, I can tell you, like, oh my god, you see, the very, very interesting year 2023 you're going to be. I wish you all the best. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Aries. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.